The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Jim in San Diego, good morning. Deepak, Rich, Albert, Paul, Patrick. Guys, good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 16th. Good morning, Ray. It is March 16th, guys. It is FOMC decision day. We obviously are expecting a quarter BIP hike. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. I'll go over charts and bots, my thoughts in a minute. Bear with me 1 second here, fellas. Let me get the disclaimer out of the way. We'll go over current bot trades or trades that have happened this morning. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Okay, let's go over bot trades. NASDAQ has taken two trades. We have a short at 7:06 a.m., first target only. We have a long at 7:36 a.m., first target is hit, working toward second target. We have had two trades in gold. We had a short this morning, which got first target to the tick. We had a long at 6:45, which got first and second targets. So let me address gold for a moment. Okay? And there have been no trades in the ES. For my trials, just as a reminder, here's the ES. Just as a reminder, the three bots that we turn on at 6 a.m. are gold, NASDAQ, and ES. So two in the NASDAQ, two in gold, three winners so far, or four winners so far. And that's it. Nothing in the ES. So obviously today is FOMC day. And whatever the announcement is will obviously affect indices, but will affect gold as well. Historically, gold has chopped around on FOMC day, okay? Which means your bot may chop around today on FOMC day. So trader discretion, right? There is no right or wrong. I'll tell you what I'm doing. There is no right or wrong. I am going to shut my gold bot off at this point. All right. Bots are up a couple of grand at this point. You may wish to shut them all off. I have also, in this instance, manually moved my stop to break even on the NASDAQ. I have manually moved the stop to break even. I suspect it'll get taken out anyways, but the bots have had a really good morning, which we usually see in that early morning shuffle. But I am leery of gold specifically into FOMC out on the NASDAQ. So flat all positions. Okay. Again, trade them as you see fit. If you want to run them, run them. My experiences with FOMC gold, especially, just kind of chunks around. Doesn't mean that, today isn't the day it takes 10 trades and has 10 winners. I have no way of knowing. But historically, much like crude, which also has inventory today, crude historically chops around on crude inventory day. Run them at your own discretion. All right, let's go over chart. Again, I shut gold off because of FOMC. And here's another winning trade. I'll track them. Just for statistics. But my gold bot is off. That's a shame. Any questions, guys? 2 o'clock, Dijon, 2 o'clock. Typically on FOMC, you guys know that I have the afternoon session. For those of you that are on trial, the afternoon session is a paid session. It's like the morning session. It's $199 a month. But for those of you, that are interested, I typically for FOMC, because we usually get volatility. If you guys would like to trade FOMC with us today, I usually offer a 1-day special, $50. You guys can come in the room. I'm pretty sure I can find 5 ticks. If anybody is interested in that, you can email me. Boy, Paul, I don't even know. I've never really paid attention. Good morning, Becky. Blessings to you as well. Paul, I've never paid attention to how long. NASDAQ it's got pretty good support here, about 70, 65 to 70, but it should probably pull back to 640. We do have 2,100 net buyers in the NASDAQ overnight. So this, again, if you ran your bot through the news, you'd have first target. Gold still continuing to sell. Would have hit all 3 targets. Morning, Chris. No, but if you send me an email, I can send it to you, Rich. We should bounce 56 initially, but I think this breaks and we come down to 40. We might even come back to VWAP. Chris, this is the Ninja Renko, which Gary is using, and Gary sent me. If you would, anybody would, that has the breakout indicator. If you want it, just send me an email and I can send it to you. That's where I got us coming, 640. Okay, John. So we bounced here. Let's buy the close on the break. See if it bounces and holds orange. So I'm using a generic ATM of 40 tick target 1. If anybody took that crude 57, 58, 59, 60, target 1 is hit. Target 1 is hit. 87. Five seconds, guys. We're off. Getting a small bid on the open. ES NASDAQ. And we came 91.75. NASDAQ into resistance here, 40.42. See if it can pop. Maybe up to 65. All right. Let's play with this again. See if we can get 65. Lower, I think we go, fellas. Lower, I think we go. NASDAQ. Yes, hanging in there. Big buyer here, 59 block buyer right at the point of control. I'd still like to see this pull back a little bit further. VWAP has been pulled up, and we've been pulled down here. I hate these stupid inside candles. Crappy little range here. Down we go, ski. NASDAQ will probably try to hold 600 area. I think we come 603, maybe 99. ES not really wavering yet. Although I think it's a short here at 96. Putin saying we had no other option except for military option in Ukraine. ES is pushing. NASDAQ may try. It's holding the top of the 10-minute cloud. Typical guys, FOMC. We should get 40 and then 51 again on the NASDAQ. There's 40. 51 should be next. ES is going to trade to 06 now. There's 51. Next level up would be 58 to 60. There's 58 and 60. We failed 60 again, 60 quarter. I think we're a short in this area below 56. We have buyers, guys. We do have buyers. Not huge. ES tagged 06, actually half. Cash is still pushing up, so we're going to push. Putin saying the special operation is going according to plan. It's a special operation. Differs from an invasion. This can break out above 68, 69. It can trade 690 area. I don't see any blocks. Nothing. No block trades. It's interesting. There you go. 68, 69 went. This should push up now to 90. Yes, now 9, 10, maybe 12. Should push to 12. As that got almost 80, not quite my target. It's slow, fellas. Typical FOMC. Electronic trading in nickel to reopen at 2 p.m. I don't think I've ever paid attention to nickel, like ever. All right, guys. NASDAQ got 82, 82 half. Putin saying all our tasks will be achieved. We're ready for talks. We're ready for talks. Well, the ES got target 12, if anybody took it. NASDAQ hit 90, if anyone took it. Guys, I'm giving you targets, so you have to make the decision if you're taking trades or not. Bot's going to go long on the NASDAQ, not for 2.5 minutes. Oh, it took 12. Okay. Nice job, Hubba. This can now trade to 35, fellas. Let me go back to this 240-minute chart. This is the ES. We're trading right into this noise, right? We traded false breakout yesterday on the bottom. We came through my level yesterday here at 85, and I told you up, up, and away. So now we're into this downtrend line, which goes back to early February, this 240-minute downtrend line. All right, we're trying to break through here. And this may be on the next 240-minute candle, new day high. Then we have to get through this 26, 27 area, and we trade 35, 70, and possibly 4,400. All my targets were smashed yesterday on the ES. They were all hit. New day high in the ES. So if you look at this chart, this is, this is the area. Again, as I said in the pre-market, my opinion is the trend isn't changing. I just think that this is a, bounce. 35 is your target. If this can work above 35, man. NASDAQ is now, let me show you this again. NASDAQ is now going to trade to about, it should, up near its 21-day moving average at 825. If we get a daily close above 800, 14,000 is coming. Need a daily close above 13,800 on the NQ, technically. $1,700 net buyers in the NASDAQ. All right. Bot just took a trade on the NASDAQ. This is trade number 4, one of which I did not get or take because of news. Pushing this one standard deviation. Trying to break 700. Next level up would be 05, and then 8 is a problem. So that first target, we can get it. There's 5. If you guys are in it, there's 5. It's pushing 5. That's our resistance, 5, and then 8. We're stuck at 5. We breached it, but man, we got 6.5. There it is. Target hit. Another winning trade on the NQ. Guys, if this, by some happenstance, what, does somebody know something? No rate hike? If this should get second target, I will shut my bots off in entirety. Bots are up 27.80. That would add another $2,000 up here. That'd be it for the day. Done. ES stuck at this resistance level. It's a big level. You guys should be good if you're trading. Next target up or level up, we're almost there as I see it. 20 on the NASDAQ. 20, 25, and 34. Nice job, Ron. Really nice trade. I mean, guys, if we look at Ludwig levels, we're probably going to see 790. New day high on the NASDAQ again. There's that 20 area. 25 is next, going to be some resistance at 725 if you guys are long. Screaming longs, fellas, screaming longs. I did not, George. Is there a new version? If there's a new version, maybe she sent me an email and I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. Do they differ than my levels? Oh, okay. You haven't put them in yet. Yeah, I haven't. Guys, ES is going to 35 if you're long ES. Your target's 35. This NASDAQ. All right, so there's my 25. We breached it. Next would be 34 on the NASDAQ, 34. And then above that, 41, 42. If this gets this second target, my bots are well, it's irrelevant because I'm not running crude. It's inventory day. Russell did not take a trade. And ES is not going to take a trade, at least before we're done. We got 40. If we get it, there it goes. If we get above this, there it goes. Should get that target. Done. I'm done for the day. Bots are done for the day. Done. For me. I don't see any other trades that are going to happen, but done for the day. I'll go over bot trades later. My bots are at 3,785 green. Done. And that's without a gold trade, that huge short, and that NASDAQ short. Done. NASDAQ looks like it wants to pump. $835. The 10 o'clock candle, if it's going to do it. The 10. Anybody long ES or NASDAQ at this point still? Anybody long still? $27's next target. ES, 27. Guys, if ES blows 43.35, I mean, we all know that Pam's level red is really tough. But if this thing blows 35, we're going 40, close to 4,400. We're going 43.70 to 4,400. I'm waiting for this damn hourly. We've got, I mean, we're hourly longs. We're small time frame longs. We should trade 840 area. It's a 21-day moving average. Big gap up in the, here, I'll show you. Big gap up in the SPYs. We'll probably trade 434 before we have any problem. If it can somehow blow, there's a gap to fill, I guess, up to 35 and change. If we can somehow blow through this, which would be equivalent to the ES going through that 35 area, we could trade all the way up to 44.45. Come on, NASDAQ. It's only 2,100 buyers, fellas. I will absolutely sell ES up in the 30s, assuming it gets there. Big gap to fill here in the composite, but that may or may not come today. I'm late on that. Craig, you get long just over 700? $11 and hourly. It's been a hell of a move, guys, on the NASDAQ. Really, really strong follow through today after yesterday. ES as well. 27 is your next target on the ES. 27. Crude would have just taken a short. First target hit. Oh, it scared me. Putin said the Russian banks continue to work despite the sanctions. Sorry, guys. It was an important call. My warranty is going to expire. I wish these people would freaking go away with this horse crap. Oh, does anybody ever answer those calls? Yeah, my warranty expired. Sell me a warranty. I don't have the time. I usually do too. All right, guys. NASDAQ's coming down now. The good news is they wanted to give me one last chance to buy it. So maybe they won't call again. 2 just ahead of the high of the day. If you want to milk it, let's move it to 23. Your prerogative. You can trade it where you want. If you guys want to take money now, take it. Your prerogative. So the long was with the buyers here. I've got to take this swing. There's only 11 buyers in the previous candle at the top. We've got 56 here. NASDAQ just put in another high. They bought them again at the point of control. You could pull back to 06. Another 90 contract buyer here and a 60 seller here. Son of a gun. ES is going to pull back to potentially the whole number. So I'll give it 10 handles, guys. 04. That's it for me. I would have thought 7 area would have held. We could come down to 03. You son of a gun. Come on, get this break. 500 sitting on the offer. They're buying them again here. All right, the offer's gone. They squished him back 3-4 points and bought more. I have a 27 target next, Dean. 27. Call it 25 to 26. NASDAQ is blowing out the highs of the day. All right, you creep. You got me the first time. There's an article circulating that Russia and Ukraine have made significant progress on a deal and Russian withdrawal if Ukraine accepts neutrality and limits on its armed forces. All right, that's why you just saw someone buy 1,100 contracts. Come on, give me 32. Give me 32 quarter on 2. 32 quarter. We'll take a quick 2,000. We get above 35, this thing blows up. We go to 400, 4,400. More blocks. 50. Another 143, 50, 53. Another 1,056 buyers here. Trade them as you see fit, guys. We're getting up into rare air here. Come on, one more push. Buying them here. 2,000 contracts bought at 30, 21, 22, 23, 24. Thank you, Greg. Oh, you son of a scumbag. Come on, 2 more ticks. Hit target. Got it. 20 handles, fellas. NASDAQ, 13,800. Cowabunga! Still don't think the trend has changed. There you go, guys. Cowabunga. Well, listen, there's nothing to this. You ever see somebody buy $1 million worth of freaking contracts? You better surely be long or short with them. Okay. Now just let it go, guys. No, a little over $1 million, $1,000,001. Figure $1,000 per contract. $1,000,002. She's free, fellas. She's free and queer. I hope somebody's holding. You guys holding? Anybody long? Okay, Kirk. Anybody else long? Hey, Marcia. Guys, I told you yesterday after the ES or the NASDAQ was not being very friendly. Guys, this is shorts are going to get freaking ruined. Shorts are going to get ruined. I mean, the only thing that may save shorts today. All right, so look, let me show you. Let's go back to our charts. Where did I tell you ES could trade? Look at the daily. I gave this to you this morning. We just hit my line. It's the 52 period on the cloud. All right. This has work to do here at 35, 30, let's say above 40. We start trading into 73 and back up into the infamous death cross. Right? We've got the 50 cross and the 200 here. We could trade back 44 and change. That's the ES. NASDAQ, where did I tell you it could trade? 21-day moving average. Where did it trade? 21-day moving average, right? If we can somehow get above maybe 850. Well, see, here's the thing, George. I don't know if it's true and, there's an end to this conflict. This thing will rocket higher. But again, remember something, right? It doesn't obviate the fact that the U.S. economy is slowing down significantly. We're cooling off. Consumer spending is way down, or at least if they're spending the same money, the amount of money, $100 isn't $100 anymore. And we've got interest rates coming to kill inflation. The market is still not, technically this market is broken. So we may get a pop on this. Here it is. Ukraine and Russia made significant progress on tentative 15-point peace plan that includes ceasefire and Russian withdrawal if Ukraine accepts limits on armed forces. I mean, this could keep going for a couple of days before it, let's say there's a ceasefire. We should still get a bump out of that, right? All right, well, that solves one problem. I don't know, that probably the U.S. I would assume the U.S. pays for the damage. If this somehow manages the NASDAQ a daily close above 800, and my Ludwig levels haven't updated. If this somehow closes above 800, this is going back to 14,000. Trade them as you see fit, fellas. We got 27. I would think we move back up to 53, give or take, where we had buyers. As always, trade them as you see fit. Yeah. Crude's crazy. I won't give this, much on the downside. Come on, dog. 36 buyers. I want to see this, 68 area hold. Come on. Let's go. Get you a small trade. You got to 30. One stupid seller there. Now you got 35. Trade them for your accounts, guys. Trade them for your accounts. I mean, there's not a ton of buyers here. You got a couple of stupid sellers in here. 27, 28 small sellers. This thing is so stupid volatile. We pumped up to 33 from 10, and not a bad trade ordinarily, right? All right, that's it for me. You can have it. I'm done. I'll take the small pissant loss. I'm done. I still think it's going up, but doesn't matter what I think. There's not enough buyers in there for me right now. There was. We should have gotten back up, but ES came back to where it basically broke from that 15.5 and bounced 5 handles again. Crude trying again. NASDAQ ES bouncing back up. Then we'll get another. Oh, the rumor's not true. Ceasefire. Guys, everybody should have had a terrific session. Okay, Albert. I will see you then. Is there anybody that did not make money today? Anybody? Thank you, Albert. Is there anybody did not make money today? Everybody made something, right? Nobody's down. I would, yeah, there you go. Sorry, Ozzy. You missed a good one. We will, guys, again, it's FOMC. We will probably start to get a little slow and sloppy here until the 2 o'clock announcement. If we hang out into 2 o'clock up near these highs, I think we're going to blow higher. NASDAQ, as I showed you guys earlier on the daily, we're pushing the 21-day moving average. We really have to clear 878. We clear 878, we're trading up to 14,000. Above 880. Another 120 points. ES on the daily is pushing this 52 period on the cloud. It's pretty good resistance, that 35 area, guys. If we can work above that, I would expect us to get to 43, 50, 60, give or take. YM faded. The 52 broke through and then faded, but looks good on the hourlies, really good on the hourlies currently. 10-minute, I don't really care about this. It's just a pullback on the small time frame. Russell, same thing. Traded 2, it's 21-day, broke through and then faded right back to it. We need to, close above that, and we could get back up to maybe 39.40. Possible, again, I need a daily close above that 21. Crude oil, still trying. To me, it looks like, the path of least resistance is back to the 50 still. Bonds are relatively quiet ahead of FOMC. Apple, as we talked about early this morning, held its 50-week moving average. That's a weekly 50. Apple will probably make it back to 160. Here is Tesla on the monthly. Yesterday held the 21-day moving average and bounced. Trying to break out of the hour. If we get above the cloud on the hourly, we can get back to 866. Look where SPY's traded. Exactly into the 52 period. Similar to the ES, right? Exactly on the daily. So if we can get above this, we start working up maybe to 44.43. We're not far away, guys. We're within 10 handles of, I think, my opinion, maxing out. Unless we get a ceasefire and an end to the conflict in the Ukraine and no interest rate hike today. Then all bets are off. Probably limit up. Short of that, I don't see much. No, they'll stagger the orders. They'll stagger those orders on the way out, but they're not in it for 10, 15 handles. Nobody buys 1,000 contracts for 15 points, fellas. Nobody. Couple minutes to 11 o'clock. How about my trials? You guys have any questions? Guys, it's a couple of minutes before 11 o'clock. I'm going to go over bot trades at the moment right now. a couple minutes. They're off anyways. They're all off. So let's do bot trades. Here is gold. I allowed gold to run this morning for a couple of trades. Trade number 1 at 624 was a first target only winner. Trade number 2 at 645 was a first and second target winner. Trade number 3 at 818, I did not have the bot on. I turned it off for the rest of the day, as I told you guys I would because of FOMC. Would have been a nice winner. Trade number 4 would have been a loser. So 3 and 1 would have been 3 and 1. I'm tracking the numbers. Rand Paul just introduced a new bill to fire Fauci. I think he's appointed. How do you fire somebody that's appointed? I don't know that you can. I mean, aside from the fact that he's an utter and complete ass going back to the days of AIDS, utterly incompetent. 951 on crude. I did not run my crude bot today because it's inventory day, but did get first and second. And again, for the second day in a row, would have had all 3 targets. That's pretty impressive. That just speaks to the volatility in this thing. ES had no trades today. No trades on the ES. Russell would have had 1 for a winner and the second trade for a loser. So again, I turned the Russell bot off when I told you guys I was turning them all off. I'll track it. And NASDAQ had 4 trades today. They were all winners. So trade number 1 at 7:06 this morning, first target only. Trade number 2 at 7:36, also first target only. Trade number 3, my bot was off for the news, just ahead of the 8:30 news. That would have been a winner. And then trade number 4, first and second targets, and that's where I shut my bots off at 10:03 a.m. this morning. I told you guys if I got that second target, I'd be done. So that's the day. Here is my bot total. Here is the bot total, plus 37.85. Now, it could have been much higher. Crude, another NASDAQ winner, but be that as it may, 37.85 to the green, which puts us up about $5,900 on the week.